Good evening, everybody. This is the Carver Zoning Board of Appeals. We are meeting tonight on July 23, 2026. It's about 6:33 p.m.
August 4th.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
You said
July.
July, I'm looking at July on this paper here. August 4, about 6:33 p.m. We are in meeting room 4 this evening. And we can all observe as we sit here that Area 58 is present and recording this meeting. We're happy to have them. As is our custom, we will attend first to administrative business, and the initial item that we must consider is a review and approval of the meeting minutes from our previous meeting of July 23, 2026. I have distributed in draft the meeting minutes from that meeting of July 23, and I ask board members if they have received all of those minutes. Yes or no?
Yes.
And does anyone have any changes, amendments, or modifications they'd like to make?
No.
All right, do I hear a motion?
I move that the minutes be accepted as written.
And do I hear a second to that motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so those meeting minutes are approved and now part of the official record. We have a short meeting tonight. This is a quick turnaround for us since our last meeting of July 23, because we wanted to bring this back before the board. This one case that we have on the agenda tonight, that's public hearing case number 86-4-3, the petitioner being Darren Holliman, Holliman. Mr. Vice Chair, would you care to read the public hearing notice into the record?
Petition was filed seeking a special permit in accordance with sections 290-2-2.4E3, 290-5-2.2A, 290-5-3.1, and 290-5-3.3 of the Carver zoning bylaw for property located at 243 Meadow Street in Carver, Massachusetts, Assessor's Map 86, Lot 4-3, so as to construct a detached two-story, two-car garage with ridge height of 23 feet to include an unfinished attic, total square footage of 1,710. 700 square feet is allowed as of right in a residential agricultural district.
Well done and read with feeling. All right, I observe the petitioner is present tonight, and the significant other of that petitioner. You can sit right where you want to, or you can sit in the hot seats. That's pretty close. I don't know if you want to do that.
I think we're
Okay, we note that there was an email received and placed in the file from a Michelle Mott. You know that name?
Yes.
Who is Michelle Mott?
She is one of the architects at the firm that we used.
Okay. Has everyone had a chance to review that email?
Yes.
Yes.
The email that I'm referring to, there are back and forth emails over July 23, 2026 and July 24, 2026. If everyone recalls, we had an issue at our last meeting because we did not have a drawing, which I observed these are the drawings, is that right? And we did not have an accurate square footage count I'm going to distribute these.
We've all got one.
Oh, you already got this one, I guess it's mine.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
All right, so let's go over this. And I ask the board, please, to ask any questions that it wishes at this point in time.
So I'm just, in looking at the calculation of the upstairs, the 370 square feet, is it somehow notated on the drawing? I kind of looked at it, I didn't see where that
There is an
begins?
upstairs and a downstairs total square footage, and then in the email I asked her to calculate it with the 6'6" height requirement. But I don't, that wouldn't be notated on the drawings there, that was just to confirm.
Okay, so I guess my question is, and I must say, my memory might be failing me here, but do we typically see where that is designated on the drawing? I'm not.
I don't remember seeing it on drawings.
Okay.
typically.
Yeah.
No.
It's a good question, Mr. Poirier. What else? Ms. Spencer?
No, I don't have any questions. Thank you.
What are the pictures?
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Okay, so these two pictures are from my neighbours, because you asked for pictures to see from my neighbour's view. So
Okay.
that's, so,
Your neighbor is this house over here?
no, that's our house.
That's your house?
I
So this is, where is this taken, from your neighbor's property?
Yes, that was taken from the front door pathway and the side door. So that's a decking outside. That's what they see at the moment. And then with this picture here, that's our view. There's a huge pile of mulch there because this is basically the area we use here. If we'd known it was going to take this long, we would have used this area here because that's our veggie patch.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of tomatoes in there.
Okay.
Could have done some tomato soup, but sorry.
That's about where the garage is going to
But
be
that's basically where the garage is going to go here, around here. So we had to take these 4 pines down because 2 of them were diseased.
Okay.
So we had to take those down because also the neighbours were a bit, we don't know what's coming down on the house. So that's what we got a pile of mulch for.
Okay,
But that's the view from those two.
that's from the neighbors,
So
and that's
this
from
is
your
from-
Two views from the neighbors.
That's
you're
correct.
saying, right?
That's
Okay.
what you asked for
Yep.
last week, on the 23rd.
Yeah, they have those tall, I don't know if they're yews or
Arborvitaes.
arborvitaes,
Yeah.
yeah, so we had talked about trees, and I was like, they're not trees, but I couldn't quite remember what.
We call them conifers in the UK. Conifers.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, so they have a little bit of blockage.
Yeah.
And they're still growing.
Yeah, they look nice.
What else, Mr. Barrington? You have the
And
floor.
the neighbors are well aware of what you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
We mentioned it because we had
Yep.
one for Thanksgiving, so
Yeah,
Okay.
they're coming again this year. So
great. They're,
we're very close.
They're friends.
They're like,
yeah. They're a little bit, I don't want, how old are they? He helps out a lot.
I know, but you've got.
John shouldn't be on the
they have a
ladder
band.
anymore, so.
He retired last year. He's like, he can't quite click his heels, but he jumps in the air like, oh,
Yeah.
retired. But his wife's, they have horses there, which I will go and help in the winter time, or any jobs that they got. I mean,
Okay.
take down warnings next. I'll help out.
Nice.
Anything that they want to do, I'll
We
help.
have very good neighbors in
Yeah.
our
And I don't see him here complaining.
No.
Yeah.
I did mention them the day after, so like, can I just take some photos, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got any problems? No?
Okay.
Crazy one.
Yeah, lovely people.
Ms. Dahl, what you got?
I don't have any questions. Actually, the drawings answered
Yeah.
what we needed as far as the height for the footage.
Yeah.
And they look very well done, so,
And the email explained.
yeah, the
Yeah.
whole calculation and how
issue.
you got to that, which is great.
Excellent, good.
Is the cupola included as part of the height of the,
Yeah, that's gonna be,
So we, We had talked about whether or not we should print the email back and forth from our contractor, because I'm not happy with the height of the cupola. I think it's too tall, and I think it looks not in
Well,
proportion.
but is it taller than the peak of your house?
I don't think so, but it
No.
won't be that tall, and our contractor said that since it's not structural, we weren't gonna redo the plans just for the cupola. He said that's something that we can work with later on.
I thought.
But I don't know how tall our house actually is though. Because we have,
It's over 30 feet.
it's gotta be.
Make that as a
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah.
Gotta be what?
He says over 30 feet.
About 30 feet at
30
least.
feet?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that picture shows it.
And does the proposed garage comply with all required setbacks?
Yes, it
Yes.
does.
Yes? How do you
I
know that?
made sure.
Did you?
I did actually ask Rod about the zoning, because that's all we got pulled up on was the zoning.
Yeah, we thought the setback was gonna be this tall.
So where we wanted it, I'll come over if you don't mind, and I'll just point
No,
a few
yeah.
things
Sure.
out. Can I come to this one here?
Yeah.
It doesn't completely show it, but there's a huge tarmac drive all the way up here.
Yeah.
Was hoping to have it somewhere over here, taking
Right.
over this one,
Yeah.
Where the other shed is.
where the other shed is.
Yeah.
Because the drive will go all the way up. But we're going to be spending a lot more money because we've got to have it here, obviously, because you guys have said.
Yeah.
I did actually ask him if it was okay if we was to, if we got plans to be slightly over the zoning by, you know, is there a leeway? I know you're shaking your head there, but he actually told me that, you know, there's a leeway of anything up to 5 or 6 feet. But
There's
then,
no leeway.
hang on a second, I'm just going to say sorry,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
But he actually said to me a week later, after I got both drawings, because I asked the guy to draw within the zone and just over the zone, which would have been 3.5 feet. And he refused to say that I had that conversation with him. Which I'm glad that I got both drawings done.
Yeah. So basically, yes, it will comply with all setback
Yes.
requirements.
So
And I
everything
believe that's the
does,
one that
yes.
we
Okay.
submitted.
Which is now, obviously, we're going to have to put a lot of tarmac.
We're gonna have to figure out the driveway,
asphalt in
but-
place.
We can do it,
Phase
What's going to
two.
happen with the shed?
That's coming down.
yeah. Probably not.
Mr. Barrington?
I'm good.
So, maybe I'm a little bit unclear. Is the height of the cupola 23 feet?
No. Well, is the,
Well, because your petition says a garage with a ridge height of 23 feet, but the picture shows a cupola, which is obviously above the ridge height, so is it,
We don't have to have that, so it's not a major issue.
I think the cupolas are cute. Our neighbors have a shed with a cupola on it. I think it kind of fits in with the character of the area. If the problem is the height of the cupola, that's definitely something, whatever you guys recommend, we can work
Yeah.
with. Because like I said, I think
It
it's too
does look
tall.
huge on there,
It
which
looks
we were
really-
like, or even our family said, like, that looks terrible.
Yeah, that's not fair.
We refrain from getting involved in mandating design changes. If you want a cupola, have your cute little cupola, but it cannot be above the height. The height of the cupola, the peak of it, cannot be above the peak of your
Our house.
roof.
Okay.
Yes,
Correct.
That's
principal
fine.
dwelling.
We can,
Okay, so you're gonna have to, it will, when we vote, and if we vote yes on this, we'll condition
okay.
the decision in a way so that it's very clear to your people and yourselves what it is that we expect.
Okay.
I respect that.
Yeah, that's just fine.
Mr. Poirier, what else?
I'm all set, thank you.
So you're gonna have some exterior lighting on this garage, is that true?
That's right.
Yes? No indoor plumbing, correct?
No problem.
Interior heating may be placed sometime in the future?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe a heater for the workshop or in.
and will not be used for residential purposes.
Absolutely not.
Our mothers would be offended if we put them in there.
So would your husband.
The dog house.
All right, do you have anything you want to add before we go to a closure of this hearing? Well, they're thinking.
I'm good.
Is everyone satisfied with these emails of July 23 and July 24th that I referenced before? That according to the architect, the actual square footage, first and second floor, the usable square footage on the second floor now, is a total of 1,410 square feet. Everybody satisfied with that representation?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Poirier?
Yes.
So before we vote to close, you folks are going to need 710 square feet of relief from the bylaw in your special permit. It's basically double the size that's allowed as of right. We went through this last time. The 700 square feet in the current bylaw for garages, the limit of 700 square feet, in my view, is unrealistically low in this day and age. So what we do is we speak to people to make sure that the square footage that they're seeking is really consonant with their needs and does not offend the existing bylaw by too much. And we've had people, as we've told you, that come in with monstrous garage requests, over 2,000 square feet. Because they want to put construction equipment in there and other man toys.
Yeah.
So, does anybody have any comment about the amount of relief, 710 square feet, that they're going to require?
No.
Ms. Spencer?
No, I don't.
No.
Okay. Do I hear a motion then to close the hearing?
Motion to close the hearing?
Do I hear a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so this public hearing is now closed, and we are required at this juncture to render a decision. And I have a suggested finding that I would like the board to consider. This is the suggested finding. He's looking at me very intently tonight.
Quick
Well,
question.
you accented the word suggested, so.
It is
we're all
suggested.
ears.
It's suggested until we vote, yes?
Do we know if the gentleman here is?
Yeah, would you like to say anything, sir?
No, I'm just observing this evening.
Okay.
It's nice to have you
I'm
here.
learning.
It's nice to have you
Okay.
here.
Wanted to make sure that there wasn't questions or comments, so.
If they want a garage, that's a great thing, if they get the
Okay.
garage improving their
Thank
property.
you.
Thank
I'm a
you.
property rights advocate, and if the neighbors aren't here against it, I say do whatever you can to try to help them out.
Okay.
That's all.
So
Thank you.
the suggested finding is this. The board finds that the benefits of the proposed use outweigh its detrimental impacts on the town and neighborhood in view of the particular characteristics of the site and of the proposal in relation to that site. Do I hear a motion to adopt that finding?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Another suggested finding. The board finds that the proposed construction is not substantially more detrimental than any existing non-conforming structure in the neighborhood.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Now, these are findings that must underpin where we're going with the decision, and here is the actual decision. That we agree to grant a special permit under sections 290-5-2.2A and 290-5-3.3. Ms. Spencer, do I hear a motion to adopt that decision?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
But this decision will be undergirded with certain conditions, and we're going to go through these one by one so you know exactly what your responsibilities are. First of all, this decision will be subject to the plans of record. We want to lock you into what you have provided us so that there is going to be no enlargement and so that the building commissioner can understand what it is that you're intending to build out there. So subject to the plans of record. Second, the existing garage at the subject property will be removed before construction commences. I get that thing out of there.
It's shed.
Shed.
Shed,
It's in our contract. Take that down anyway.
Yeah, our,
garage, shed, you know, we called it both names the last time because it's
Yeah.
small.
because there is a garage door, but it doesn't face the driveway.
Tiny.
It's tiny.
So what, how are we gonna refer to that so we all understand?
Building.
Shed is good, 'cause
Shed,
that's how we use it.
That's
as a
how
shed.
we used it. We
Yeah.
can't put
Okay.
it down, it's too small.
The garage will not be larger than 1,710, or 1,410 square feet.
Yep.
Right, everybody?
Yep.
Yes.
The height of the garage will be lower than the peak of the roof of the principal dwelling, meaning your house. We don't want that garage to be higher. That wouldn't look very good.
It wouldn't be
It
good.
wouldn't. It's not bad.
Next, the garage will not be used for residential purposes, unless he's a bad boy and you put him out there. There will be no indoor plumbing. Exterior lighting will be angled downward
Okay.
to minimize disturbance to neighbors. And we've had this come up many times before in the past, haven't we, Mr. Poirier?
We have.
And we want to make sure that whatever lighting you do put in there is shielded from your neighbors in a way that is not especially invasive. Okay? And that the proposed construction will comply with all zoning setbacks. You've represented to us that you believe that it does, and we accept you at your word, but we're gonna list that, or I would suggest listing that,
Yep.
Ms. Dahl, as a condition.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, I see you're writing furiously over there, that's great, but we have to write something up.
I
Okay.
was hoping.
And today is Tuesday, so I would expect that by the end of this week, I'll have a draft, maybe as early as tomorrow, circulating amongst these fine people.
They're leaving on vacation tomorrow, Stephen.
Who's leaving on vacation?
That's why we're meeting tonight.
It is. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for that.
Yes,
by the way.
but I'm not sure that that's especially relevant, because it's got to be circulated amongst you people
Yeah.
first. And then once it's circulated, I go in a couple of days later, if nobody wants to make any changes, and sometimes they do, and I sign for everybody. I would expect that that could very well happen by the end of this week. And then, after that, Mr. Barrington has something that they'd like to read into the record so you understand what happens once the decision is signed and filed with the town clerk.
There is then a 20-day appeal period in case someone sees what we've done and wishes to appeal the case. So that's 20 days. After 20 days, you can pick up the decision from the building department and then go to the Plymouth Registry of Deeds to file the paperwork. And then bring paperwork back to the building department to get your permit, and then you're good to go.
All of this is going to be spelled out explicitly in the
Excellent.
decision.
I love good details.
So we're pretty detailed, and I don't think you'll have any issues with any of these conditions,
Great.
I hope.
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
Mr. Barrington, do you have anything else you'd like to read with feeling?
We haven't voted on this yet.
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Is there anything
Just making
that
sure.
anybody would like to say about these conditions? Many times what we do is vote separately on these conditions, but because it appears that we're all on the same page here, and you've represented to us that you have no issue with any of these things, I opted to just read these 7. I counted 7. and we'll vote on these up or down as a group. Okay?
I'd like to move that we accept the conditions as expressed by the chair.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So these are conditions to the grant of the special permit. Again, all of this is going to be laid out in the decision, and these decisions are, as I said, explicitly drawn. They're legal documents, so I have to get them right for these people up here and also for you. And for your people. Where did you tell us you were going on vacation?
We're going to Iceland.
That's right, you did tell us that. Okay. Is there anything that you'd like to ask us before we excuse you for the evening?
No, I think you've answered my questions.
Mr. Holloman?
Not this moment.
Well, it's time to go home and have a glass of wine to
Yeah, I think
celebrate.
so. Thank you very much.
Have a great
We're-
trip.
Yeah, we're glad that we could accommodate you.
Could I ask a quick question? You've approved all the conditions, have you approved the permit itself?
Yeah. Yeah. We granted the special permit under sections 290-5-2.2A and 290-5-3.3. Did we not?
Yes.
I remember reading those numbers into the record.
Yeah.
But thank you for double checking. What's your name?
Steve B. Orkland.
Oh, you
So I'll
have,
chat with you guys after the meeting.
So you-
Not about this. There's a reason why I.
so are you
came
from
down.
Iceland?
I'm not from Iceland, but I've been to the Supreme Court in Massachusetts, and if you're an attorney, you've probably heard my name before.
I have to say that I have been to the Supreme Court in Massachusetts, and I've argued a case there, but I don't recall your name, because I have a lot of names in my head, and a lot of dates, and a lot of numbers. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for your
Thank you.
attention,
Thank you very
and
much.
thank you for cleaning this up for us so that we knew what we were.
Yeah, we appreciate you taking the time to let us.
Yep, you bet.
All right?
So, good luck.
Yep.
Congratulations. Go have that wine.
Have a nice vacation.
Have a
Thank
great
you
Thank
very
you.
much.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, thank you.
I actually got vacation if you mind.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Now, I have, I think the only other thing that we have on tonight, because this was sort of a special meeting to accommodate them, was a correspondence or other matters that anybody wanted to speak to. Does anybody have anything?
No?
No?
I have something.
Okay.
The legislature has just signed into law, or just voted and governor signed into law as part of the fiscal year 2027 budget, some fairly significant amendments to the zoning act of Massachusetts. Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 48. And so I have asked, but I know what these things are, but I asked for a cheat sheet, if you will, from KP Law, because they do these e-updates for various towns and communities that they represent. And they did have an e-update that they could send, and I downloaded that and copied it. So I'm going to pass this out now to everybody. No action is required by the board on any of this stuff. This is for informational purposes only. So we know what we're doing going forward.
So is what you're sending us around to us, the changes
Yes.
to the, okay.
Thank you.
So familiarize yourselves with that. Going forward, we are bound by these changes. We'll have to get used to the amendments made to Chapter 48. This is, to a large extent, being driven by the desire of this administration and the legislature to loosen to some degree, local regulation of housing to expand housing for people who need it, the amount of housing that people need. Because it's often difficult to either construct a new home or add, right? And we have seen over the last couple of years an increased number of folks coming to us for ADUs and additions and garages. So these changes will be helpful for you all to become comfortable with. They're not so dramatically different than what we've been doing, but there are some twists and turns with the new law that we haven't had to deal with in the past and we will be dealing with going forward in order to do our jobs properly. All right, Ms. Dahl? Mr. Barrington?
Sounds good.
Mr. Poirier?
Will there be a quiz at the next meeting?
I
Ms.
know.
Spencer?
That was fantastic.
He's full of himself tonight.
I will study this.
Now, in the queue, we have at least one case that I'm going to be sending over to you folks to begin to review, and I think a signed case as well. So 2, and I have heard through the grapevine that there might be a third one. So right now, all I can give you, and I will try to give this to you tomorrow, because there's a lot of material associated with this, the paperwork filed on that one case that I know we're going to have to schedule a hearing on. So let's talk now about our next date, because I don't think we have established a new date.
No,
for the meeting.
not.
We're not going to do it in August. So this is going to be a September meeting date. This is going to require publication because it's a new case. So we can't do as quick a turnaround as we did for these nice people.
Right.
September 3 is a Thursday. September 8th is a Tuesday.
Let's start with
Say that
September
again,
3rd.
Jim? What'd you say?
September 3. That's
Is
a
a
Thursday.
September 1 is a Tuesday.
Right.
She's going to the next week, the 8th.
And then, right, and that following Monday is Labor Day.
7th is Labor Day.
Yeah.
What about September 3? Rather than going deeper into September, give these people an opportunity to come before us a little bit earlier?
Sounds good.
Does that sound all right to everybody?
Sure.
You now notified Mr. Sullivan. This will be 6:30, and that's what, a Thursday?
Thursday,
Correct.
September 3rd.
So I suspect we'll be upstairs again. That's all I have. Anybody have anything else?
No, I do not.
No.
Okay, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
With feeling.
Yes. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it with feeling.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Carver. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.